Hey guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We are back with another review of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 3, and we're one down today.
Johnny's busy with his day job, so we had to sit this one out again, but we promise he'll be back next week. He's gonna have his own little special commentary on the last 2 weeks since he didn't get a film with us.
If you want him back, make sure you donate so we can put it in his account. He can quit his little day job. He'll be right back.
His account, yeah.
Oh.
I have no job right now.
Oh, Ryan's, girl. I just got paid. So
if anybody's taking resumes, Brian, this episode, the drama continues. A lot of drama from the beginning all the way through. That's kind of the running theme of it all.
Well, the mirror message.
Again.
That's what keeps starting the drama. It's like, these queens are leaving a little bitter.
Well, that Shangela said, she goes, what is with these mirror messages? Right. And I agree, they are slightly more shady. In the past, they're always a little more, you can do it, girls, good luck,
I love you.
Yeah. Mirror on the wall, who's the most bitter of them all?
Thorgy. It's still Thorgy, which we'll get into a little more too. Another message that Thorgy left.
If you were on the season with Bob, you'd be
Well, so Milk left a message on the mirror, basically saying something like, oh, this decision was bogus, and, you know, Kennedy felt slighted by it. Yeah. All the other girls are seeing these shady messages, like Shangela said. What did you guys think about Milk's message?
Delusion.
Delusion. Delusion at its finest.
And still bitter, like, girl, like, that's the name of the game. Get the fuck out. You didn't have to do all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, your message was bogus.
That was the real bogusness of the situation, was that message.
And I'm not mad, Shangela's bringing it.
She's rocking it.
She is. She goes into this episode again, you know, with it, lining up her armies, ready to play, ready to conquer the Seven Kingdoms.
I'd be scared if I was the other queens. Like, she's fucking bringing that A game. Yeah. I mean, because of people, like, if you think about Shangela, you're like, okay, she's been on the season before, but she wasn't exactly polished in her season.
No.
At all. So, like, the people probably forgot about this queen.
Right.
I'm glad. I mean, I'm not glad they forgot about her, but I'm glad that new audiences are getting to see her and see her for the first time. Although, you know, there's still Shangela haters out there, you know? I've been reading some of these comments and I'm like, how can you deny how great she's doing?
Well, she's killing your fave, you'd be mad too.
Right. Well, more on that on this episode. Well, this was the infamous Snatch Game episode. You know, we wait for it every season. We're always super pumped about it. We want to see who these queens are going to bring because they always have time to prepare, you know, but this episode, what did you guys think initially of Snatch Game? Well,
while they were in the workroom, I was really impressed how Marc Jacobs came into the workroom. Now, shade moment, because, you know, Milk worked on the Marc Jacobs campaign. And the following week after he's eliminated, guess who walks into the workroom? Marc Jacobs. Now, you know Milk was fuming.
Probably steamed milk.
Yeah.
Oh, God. You've infected me.
No, actually, that's crazy you say that because we know he's a fan of the show. Marc is always in the comments of the queens. And it's cute, you know, like, where he's a fan like us. So it was cool to see him in the workroom getting the insight.
You know? Yeah, you know, and also, Marc, we're available for any campaigns or any type of marketing you would like us to do. But no, I was really happy to see Marc Jacobs in the side of the workroom as well.
He was so short and tiny. Next to Ru, who wouldn't look fucking short?
Yeah, that is true.
You know?
That is true.
Well, while they were in the workroom, Shangela just happened to walk by and see a little note on the wall written to Trixie from Thorgy, calling her a shady bitch, I think is what it said. So, and then all hell broke loose. What do you guys think of this situation?
What'd you think?
I'm thinking Thorgy's a shady bitch. If you're asking me, I mean, for even, you know, doing such a thing. But hey, you know, I didn't honestly think it was a big deal until I, like, you know, really seeing Shangela's reaction. Like, I could see why Shangela was pissed, but if you're thinking about it from, like, Trixie's point of view, maybe she just thought Thorgy was trying to be a funny queen. Okay, so you think Trixie didn't really mean to put it up there? It wasn't like shade necessarily? Should have been outblown the way it was. I don't think, like, you know, Shangela should have been as offended as she was. Because at the end of the day, like, these girls do all work together. Like, I know this is a joke. Okay, well. What do you think?
I'll tell you. Well, first of all, the fact that she put it on the wall, that's my thing. You can keep the note. You can keep the little note for little mementos and say, oh, you know, we had a great time. Yeah. But bitch, why would you put it where I can see? You know, that's like writing on the wall, Jeb, feet stink. You know, on the freaking wall.
I just got off of work. What do you? I'm sorry.
Sorry about it. But you know what I mean? Like that's like that's like messed up. So I got why Shangela got upset because she was like, okay, you saved it. You thought it was funny. you didn't want me to see it because you remember Trixie was like, oh, I didn't mean for you to see it. I didn't want you to see it.
Well, Kennedy wasn't having that either. Like, she was like, you put it on the wall, girl. You know, I agree with both of you a little bit. It was a shady note. I think it was more speaking to Thorgy's character than Trixie's. I do think you can't put it up and not think, you know, maybe someone will see this, maybe it would. But I do think it was blown slightly out of proportion. You know, the queens pick and choose, you know, they are on TV, production is involved. You want to amp the drama a little bit. And I love Shangela, I'm rooting for her, she's my #1 girl. But, you know, she knows how to play it up the show a little bit. So
oh, she's definitely amping it up this season. And bitch, I'm here for it.
I am totally here for it.
But it was a little weird seeing Trixie get so intimidated because she was a little scared when she was confronted by Shangela. And it was almost kind of cute to see her so vulnerable and like really like I don't think she meant any harm by it. And I was happy she apologized about it. But we did get to see a side of Trixie. And I'm not saying she's a punk bitch, but
she's a punk bitch.
No, don't say that.
No. She got frazzled, dazzled,
okay,
lazzled.
The thing I will say about that is Trixie is known, she has really bad social anxiety. I'm going to defend that because I can relate sometimes. Some of that is apparent on the show. We'll talk about it a little more, but she's not performing quite as well in this as maybe she does in the outside world. And maybe some of her anxiety issues, you know, maybe it's not the right venue for her. I'm just saying, maybe this is not the place for her, and that's how she reacted. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No, I hear you, yes.
More like the devil.
No advocate. I know you you guys do have like social anxiety and things like that. You guys do not like confrontation. Unlike me, I say bring it. You guys still stand up for yourselves and not let people back into
Oh no, of course. I think Shangela should have said something, whether it bothered her a lot or a little bit. Mention it, say it, it's rubbing you wrong. And like she said, she did take the other mirror message from Thorgy. Season 3 Shangela, she probably wouldn't have been so nice about some of these things. So she has grown as a person. I kind of miss it though. I almost am waiting for
you know, she's giving it to me, but go a little more.
I want that Texas to come fully out.
But she's playing the game. She's very smart. Third time is a charm. She's a very, very smart competitor, and she's a great drag queen, so she knows exactly what she's doing and how all the pieces are maneuvering and how she's coming across, and she knows what she's doing.
Well, girl, moving along right to my snatch game. Girl, what's your thing?
It sucked.
Oh.
It sucked. That was
It's a little underwhelming, definitely, I'll say.
I wasn't saying it would completely suck. I really feel like there was actually some good characters. But I can see it compared to the others. If you're going to compare, then yeah, it probably was a little underwhelming. But I think Ben killed it.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the characters.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about the characters. First, let's talk about Trixie Mattel.
Trixie, okay.
RuPaul.
Oh, yeah. Have you guys seen her on the show?
Yes,
RuPaul, you've seen her.
It's
funnier than that.
It's a short little clip, I think. That's what I think it was. Because, well, I'm RuPaul and I'm going to move my head like this throughout the whole thing and I'm going to give you points.
I know.
It just was a mess.
I know. And I just, you know, poor Trixie, she, again, this week, she has all this build-up. I mean, she didn't get to do Snatch Game. She has so much to prove. And she does do a lot of characters, so you'd think it would be something that she would exceed at, but it kind of fell flat. It was a little one note, the chicken head thing, and the, you know, which that's part of RuPaul sometimes, and some of the puns, but I thought it was all really one note.
Now, I will give Trixie this. The look was there.
Yeah, the look was there.
The look was there.
Yeah.
The look was there. No, it was definitely like, oh, fuck. Like,
little cringy.
Outside of RuPaul, and it is doing well. And like Shangela said, I blame the viewers.
And I blame that. When she broke the fourth wall, it was like, I blame all y'all on the internet. Ooh. Which, you know, we're to blame. We hype those queens up on the internet sometimes, but not so much Trixie, do we? I don't know.
I mean, after that performance, I'm not hyping up Trixie because...
You wanted to play Ru, and it was a no.
That's actually at least on par, we'll say. At least on par.
That's kind of what she was giving.
I know. And the product placement, which was good, but it, you know, it needed a little more. It needed, I know.
Seriously,
it needed a little more.
Every fucking time.
Maybe some shade at Michelle, or maybe some, I don't know, some more of her music involved. I don't know. Something. It needed something.
There's so much material she could have used.
Shangela originally was signed up to do Miss Cleo. She had all the the caftan and the cards out.
Mad at. I'm sorry, but her accent was off.
Right, it was a little off.
It was
very Irish. I was surprised.
Thank you for calling. Wait, I don't know what the.
That was it. That was it.
Well, the thing is, Irish I feel is even a little more tricky than Jamaican.
It's tough because
maybe,
I'm
but
3% Irish. Thanks, I found that out thanks to Ancestry.com.
3%.
I'm 3% Irish, and I like to drink me beer.
That's a lie. You don't.
Okay.
I know. Okay.
That's
I
Irish.
like my Irish whiskey.
Okay,
I'm reaching.
It's okay. It's a tough accent.
She was giving Niger.
Yeah, and then it's kind of funny.
And not Jamaican mind me. Welcome,
there you go.
Call Miss Cleo. Thank
Call
you for
me now.
calling.
I'm not gonna attempt it because that would just seem wrong. But
I would love to see that.
No. Well, luckily, RuPaul and Mark talked Shangela out of doing that because the accent was a little off. So she went with Jennifer Lewis, the queen herself. There you go.
Yeah, I love Jennifer. And it just made sense that she was gonna do it because they hang out all the time.
Yeah, they used to live together.
She honestly, before even this little get up she did of Jennifer, she kind of just gives me an essence of her anyways.
Right.
And probably because they're so close to her, drag aesthetic probably took a little bit from Jennifer. But
a strong, funny woman in her life, of course. I'm sure that was her drag, but I thought she did a good job. I thought it was very Jennifer. She got the mannerisms, she got the wardrobe, the hair. It was all good. So it was definitely one of the better performances of Snatch Game this week.
It was. My grandfather used to always say, every time he'll see Jennifer Lewis, he'll say, "Who is that? Is that loud woman?" That's that loud woman. She's loud. So I like Jennifer Lewis. She reminds me of my grandfather.
That's cute. That's cute. The loud woman.
The loud woman. Is that loud woman?
When she told that one woman, she's like, "Oh yeah, I love you. You know, we did this play." And they're like, "Oh yeah, I did." She's like, "I've never worked with that bitch." She just gave essence. She killed it.
It was funny.
For me, it was like Ben and then Shangela.
Yeah. And let's talk about Ben.
Let's talk about Ben.
Yeah, let's talk about Ben.
Well, Ben did classic Paul Lynde. Do you guys even know who that is? I'm afraid to ask.
I do not know
who
Paul Lynde is.
Well, he is a famous comedian. He was on Bewitched. He was on Hollywood Squares. He's like, he was in the 60s, 50s, and 60s. He might have done a few Disney voices, maybe even. I don't know. He had that very pronounced super gay stereo.
He was the dad on Brady Bunch.
No.
Cool.
A different gay 60s icon.
Right.
But
gay?
Yes. You didn't get it from the impression, did you?
Hey, sis.
The ascot and all.
Okay, yeah. All I know is Ben gave me essence of someone different. Even though I didn't know the person, I'm like, you're just completely not Ben LaCreme. You're just giving me someone
character.
You're just, that's talent.
Right. And that's the point of Snatch Game.
Right.
You know, you may not know who the person is, but if they deliver it and they deliver it well, you don't need to know because it's funny and it's entertaining.
And that's what everyone said about her, Maggie Smith. Anybody who didn't know who she was, loved it anyways. It was hilarious. And the fact that she can nail these characters that,
we originated the language.
Exactly. That, someone like Maggie Smith isn't traditionally funny, but she killed it. Yeah. Ben knows what she's doing. She's great at the comedy, at the characters, and she brought it. Her Paul Lynde was funny. Usually I have kind of a problem. I mentioned this to you guys earlier. Like, I don't love the queens doing a guy necessarily. It's never my favorite when they do. Yeah, but I guess if it's a gay icon or someone in our pop culture and they pull it off well, which she did, she killed it. So I'll take it.
Now let's speak about the misspelling of the series.
Oh no.
Chi Chi DeVayne played Maya Angelou.
No. She played her cousin, Mia Angelou. Oh my god.
No.
And the Cage Warrior does sing because that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Maya Angelou is so funny. I've seen comedians do Maya Angelou impersonations that were so great.
Yeah.
And that bitch.
She had so much to work with.
But you know what? Chi was sweet with it.
Yeah, I don't know. She could have just said off the wall stuff and just that little voice.
Right. If she would have said dick with that voice, it would have been great.
She wanted the cage dick.
Little things.
But I mean, hey, I guess better said than done.
I know, Archie. We mentioned before, she's not the strongest actress, improv. That's not exactly her lane. So it wasn't a great Snatch Game for Chi Chi.
Yeah, that performance was a lot like Maya. Dead.
That we've been wanting to see Kennedy Davenport do Phaedra Parks, which I was really excited for at first. I was like, great, we've called this out. I can't wait to see it. Yeah. You look just like her. Your mannerisms are like her, the Southern. And then She kind of gave us something else.
Just a regular black woman in the grocery store. She did none of the Atlanta Housewives thing. She could have had a peach on the table. She could have had
some sweet tea, even a cross. Some Chanel. She always wears Chanel and the ruffles. Or
she could have had a nice church hat, something, and she just wore that tired ass wig with them tired ass white children. Kennedy, you disappointed me, girl.
It was a little disappointing. It just was disappointing.
It wasn't Phaedra. It wasn't funny.
It's just ironic that she looks and talks and acts more like Phaedra in her everyday life. Even when she was on the runway later, we were watching, we were like, oh, there, she looks like Phaedra. The pastels and the updo, you know?
That's Phaedra.
It just, I don't know, it didn't translate that well.
Man, I was very disappointed in that. Very disappointed. But you know who I wasn't disappointed in? Aja with Crystal LaBeija.
Yes.
Oh my God, I loved it.
Oh my, did you guys?
She got to get it a second chance.
Yes.
And that was cool about because she wanted to do the last season.
And she backed out at the last second.
And then Alyssa.
Yeah.
And
failed.
Right. And you know what? Also the history lesson with Crystal LaBeija. That's the other thing I'm proud of. Because now all this voguing, it would be nothing if Crystal LaBeija didn't start the underground drag and performance scene for the Latino and Black communities in New York. It was just a learning lesson. I hope people really look that up because it's very important to know about what Crystal LaBeija
do your research.
Put in. Do your research.
Girl, I didn't know who Crystal was until they showed me. And bitch, I have to say, I love her. She did deserve that award that night. That bitch was a mess.
She was a mess.
Her makeup was horrible. I mean, baby, she did okay, but her makeup was the blend.
No, she was amazing. I'm so glad she did it this season.
And it's just so crazy how like Aja brought that back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she loves Vogue. She's really good at it. She's from New York, so she's got that.
She's clearly inspired by the whole scene.
Honestly, she gives me very much Crystal Zhuzh.
Yeah. People are gonna get mad about that. All the classy people are gonna get mad about that. But I don't care.
No Crystal.
I know. Yeah. She brought it. She embodied her character, her persona, and I think Aja actually, personally, in the Snatch game, I think she should have been top 2.
I agree.
Top 2. Yeah.
I think it should have been her and Shangela. But it's not how the cookie crumbles, I guess.
No, it doesn't, Trixie.
I did too.
Well, you have sometimes Ru-esque vibes. Yeah. I feel like you kind of mix between RuPaul and Wendy Williams. And a little bit of Joy Behar.
I thought you were going to say Jasmine Masters.
You know what? Let's just stop here. Next, BB Zahara Benet as
and a little bit of BB.
Okay, I'll take that.
No.
I'll take that.
Well, you walk in the room like you're BB.
Well, that is true.
You definitely have that. The entrance,
looking like an F-.
Oh, okay, you see?
Hurtful.
Now, you see
how hurt his feelings.
Girl, I love you, girl.
BB did Grace Jones. And we know, oh my God.
It was okay.
It could have been so much more. You remember that scene in Boomerang where Grace Jones takes off her panties? It says, this is the essence of sex.
Yes.
I thought she was going to do that.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would have been good. That would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been good.
So she missed a lot of good things that could have made her.
She had little moments, with Ru. When we gonna fuck? Okay.
She did okay. She was safe. Interesting, like she has been the whole competition.
No, let's just talk about it.
Well, we've been trying to avoid talking about it, but we may as well. No, let's do it. We might as well. In case you don't want to know, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. We don't know if this is factual. Well, everyone knows it's all over the internet.
She's the mole.
Well, there is a rumor.
Is that the rumor? She's a mole?
Yeah.
Well, at first I was trying to avoid spoilers, but now I'm seeing it in Facebook posts and everything. There is a rumor that maybe, spoilers, BB is a mole for the show and she's just kind of watching the other girls from behind the scenes and she might actually be a judge in the finale.
She'll pick who's the final two.
Right. It is really interesting to note that every performance she's had, she's never really been in the top 2 or the bottom 2, so whatever placement she has doesn't affect the competition at all.
Right.
She's always been safe.
Yeah.
So it hasn't taken away from anyone or given to... It's just a theory. It is a theory.
Well, I just feel like she's just safe. She's just bringing safe competition. She's not.
I mean, I do agree with that.
She's not giving me winner vibes. She's not giving me you just have to go home vibes.
But has it? Usually when it's like that, when it's like you're always safe, they call you out on it. Ru, they
haven't called her out on it. I feel like they haven't even given much criticism, or at least not let the audience know.
Ru would have called, BB, you're being safe, but by your name, that shouldn't be the case.
See? Oh, look at you. Trixie should take lessons.
But you're right. They would have called her out. So I could see if that that's boiling in there.
So let's see how this goes. If she's a mole, I would love it. If she's a mole, I would love it. I think that would be brilliant. I would love that reveal. So.
I wouldn't mind that actually. I'd be happy with that because I say I don't like a winner competing again. She's already won, but that kind of a twist I wouldn't mind, especially because she's had no effect on the competition and hasn't taken anyone's chance. That would be something fair.
That would be cool.
Kind of a fun surprise, but we'll see. End spoiler. We can all kind of agree that the Snatch game was a little lackluster.
Yeah.
There's always a lot of pressure. Everybody's always looking forward to this episode, and I think it just kind of, a couple of good performances, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's why they had to throw in Kristen Chenoweth, who was the mystery
the last judge, I guess. I guess
Kristen in there, but it was a very okay Snatch game. It left my Snatch being dry, to be honest.
Oh.
It's been dry for a minute.
This week, Runway Challenge was Flower Power. It was a shorter episode, so they kind of rushed through the looks a little bit, but we can still break them down. What did you guys think of the Flower Power looks? Did anyone stand out for you?
Trixie's was a standout for me. I loved the whole Harajuku type of anime vibe. I thought it was very nice.
That's her thing. That's her
very hot. Looked like she was
Trixie was a little much. It looked like it was a lot she had going on, but it was safe. She felt like she's doing it just an injustice to her fans because she's not, being the Trixie that probably everyone thought she was gonna be. Honestly, after I heard that, I was like, oh, you're not the Trixie I thought you were gonna be. You're right.
But you know what?
That's so shady.
You are right. She's not the Trixie we all thought she was gonna be.
But since she did admit that, I was like, okay, you get humble points. And kind of like, I get you points. Because, bitch, I worry too. Like, when I don't bring it on here and I worry, like, if I'm not hitting jokes or it's just like, I'm tired.
We all have off days with whatever we're doing. Our regular jobs, your drag job, this,
so
you have off days.
I just got bored today, right? And I'm like, and I got here and I'm like exhausted, but I can't help but to think, oh my God, I hope I deliver.
Right.
Because I just want the viewers to have a good time. And you get it, and her is on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she has a lot, she has some big shoes to fill, and that's her own.
She's a successful queen in her own right, like we mentioned, but maybe she's just not right for this show. Maybe this doesn't highlight her talents and her abilities the way best suited for her.
She can't edit.
Well, I mean, we gotta edit ourselves.
No, yeah.
So, it's true though. Some people perform better that way.
She's used to maybe one or two, and they're like, she's gonna perform.
Right.
But when you got like 9 people around
you. And it's a competition, and there's money on the line, and there's a lot. Yeah.
All-stars too. These are all-stars.
What'd you guys think of Aja's floral, very soft, pastel, floral?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was very different for Aja. It was very different for Aja, but it was really polished. It was really put together, thoughtful look. She, she continues to bring it with the looks.
It was beautiful. I loved it.
That's what you get when you get a little money.
Right.
You know what I mean? You get that season 9 coin, bitch. You toured. Now you're coming back for All Stars. You can put a little more money in your costume because your ex-boyfriend isn't making them.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. And she has put money into them and they look great. What do you guys think of Shangela Beyonce look with the floral and the...
It was a little sloppy, but I loved it.
A little, I agree. It was a slightly
when you do anything, be... No, I'm kidding.
No, you gotta do it good or... People are gonna be like compare you to B. Yeah, I mean it was okay.
But I did love it. It was round time. It was great. It was current.
Like the idea, the inspiration behind it was great. It just looked a little.
And it was flowers.
Yeah. What about Chi Chi DeVayne's look, the white with the florals? I actually thought it looked pretty good. Yeah, I thought it was a good look.
I like the shoe. The shoe took it away. The shoe she wore like this. I think they were about probably 4 inches or something.
Jordans.
You know what? Yes.
Jordans. I would have put it past her.
I went back.
Not after those dance shoes.
Those slacks.
Yes. Everything above the leg was great.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just living for Chi Chi's beat. This bitch is so good. I love Chi Chi. And I felt like her runway was a cute look. I don't remember the shoe. I was a few beers in by then. But
the look overall was pretty good. Kind of my favorite floral look, I think, was Ben de la Crème's because, it was a little high fashion take and different on the floor. Everybody else's kind of had like flowers stuck all over, but hers was literal like a flower.
Like
so
she was the flower.
Yeah, and I like it was really beautiful. I thought her dress definitely my favorite look of the night.
A floral with morals.
There you go.
Very Bella Kim's aesthetic.
Very cinched waist, just love the hair and the so it was great.
Doesn't want to send no one home.
Well,
we'll get to that.
Kennedy, yes. The sunflowers. What do you think of Kennedy's sunflower look?
Well, like I do with sunflower seeds, spit them out. I could do good. I'm good without that look.
Oh, I feel like she should have wore that wig for her Phaedra parts at Snatch Game.
It's funny. I felt like the very first when I first saw her, me and Randy said Phaedra, like when she walked out because the makeup and even the floor. Phaedra did the like eyelashes, feathers and stuff. She's kind of extravagant. So anyway, it was okay. It was just kind of looked like flowers on a black dress. Yeah, I mean, it was alright.
Sunflowers like what? The weeds of all flowers?
No, sunflowers are pretty.
And that's exactly what she gave me.
Weeds.
Bottom of the weeds. Bottom of the barrel. Fucking trash.
Oh, wow. Tell us how you feel.
I'm kidding, Trinity. That's the coffee talking. I thought it was horrible.
Moving on. BB Zahara Benet.
I don't even remember. What was BB's?
She had the all black flower situation.
Oh, it was just very... It looked like a very regular pageant dress. Black,
very like... You know what BB looked like with that dress? She looked like a fucking mole.
You know what? She did look like a mole.
All in black, like a spy. Actually, her executive look looked a little spy-ish too, with the pleather.
They're gonna bring it back. All her looks were spy looks.
She is wearing a lot of black, but yeah, basically her look was very pageantry, basic. I think. No,
it was nice. It was cute.
Pretty, but Bad news first. Bottom three were Trixie, who definitely didn't perform well this episode. Chi-Chi, who has been pretty consistently on the bottom, and then Kennedy, who also didn't perform that well.
Right, which is deserved. You guys think that was deserved?
I do agree with those three.
I agree. Now, as far as Chi-Chi, I feel like she's a corporate bottom. Girl, you're too big of a bottom. And by that I do mean you've been in bottom 4 times. I'm no RuPaul, but for me, that just spells trash.
Trash. Well,
go home, Chi-Chi, go home.
You are coming for these queens today. You had a bad day at work. He's taking it out on the queens. But okay, so you overall, I did agree with those three. And then the top 2 were Shangela and Ben de la Creme. Again, surprise, surprise. Do you agree with those 2?
Of course. I mean, I feel like Aja should have been. Maybe should have like done a top 3 or something. I
almost think, Aja was pretty neck and neck, the 3 of them, you know, between the looks and their performances, I feel like.
Well, the only difference with that is Aja would have sent Trixie home.
You think she would have?
She might have.
So they're like, you know what, let's not put Aja in there just yet, because Aja wants to win, so she knows if Trixie's in the bottom, that's her chance to send her home. Therefore, she was in top 2. And I'm not mad at the top 2, but I agree with y'all. Aja could have been in there.
Definitely.
So, Shangela and Ben were the ones to have to lip sync.
Ooh. Lip sync for their legacy.
For legacy. New.
No.
And a twist happened.
It's deja vu, and I'm not going to lie. I'm overseeing these hoes. These queens need to step it up. I don't want to see Shangela in the top again. I don't want to see, as much as I love her, I don't want to see Ben in the top.
But the problem is now.
Step your pussy up, because these girls are killing y'all every week. And they get that 10 grand every week.
That's true. It's the money every week. That's the part that I would be. If I was one of those other queens, I'd be thirsty for that cash. Yeah.
10 grand.
You know what we could do with 10 grand?
That's a lot.
Quit all this shit.
We're gonna go live. The 4 of us are gonna go live on an island with $10,000 to our name.
Oh,
girl, bye. I'm rich.
Well, for us,
right? Can you imagine?
That's 3 months in LA.
3 months.
I mean, we could at least get a luxurious studio.
But I would be so salty that these girls keep getting the chance to win the match, especially Shangela.
But it's deserved. I'm sorry, Shangela and Ben have been killing it. Granted,
they killed it most because you know they end up tying.
They did end up tying. Well, that was kind of the twist. You know, they talk to the girls behind the scenes like they do every week. Kind of a little more misdirection on who they're gonna they're gonna kick out.
And Chi-Chi basically said, "Send me home."
I know.
Send me home.
I blame her.
No,
I can't blame her.
I have a lot of respect.
You wouldn't be that bitch.
No.
Oh no, I wouldn't be.
I couldn't.
But then again, I'm a different type of person.
Yeah.
I feel like B would be still like, talking, explaining, girl, I just feel like I'm gonna step it up next week.
Yeah.
Bitch, you know me. You know what I came here for.
Or you could switch it around and be like, I'm so horrible. Don't you want to keep me around? Like, I'm never gonna beat you.
I will play the
Just keep me another week, girl. I just want to be here in the chance to win.
I mean, you gotta play your cards.
You gotta play.
You never know. And Chi played her cards, and she's like, I get it.
Yeah.
But if you were the other competitor, like you just said, they could have kept her to been like, oh yeah, girl, you're right. You're doing horrible.
Right.
But that's why I'm gonna keep you in.
Well, it was starting to look that way for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, the Roxy Andrews part 2, like we've mentioned a couple of times, but thankfully that's not the case.
Yeah.
Since both queens won the lip sync, they tied. They both got to eliminate one queen behind the lipstick.
Ooh.
They gave a very dramatic speech, especially Shangela. I think everyone's hearts kind of stopped. Everyone's like glued to the who's she gonna eliminate, because she kind of made it seem like maybe it was Trixie.
This queen had a great season. After her season, her career flourished. She has a show on Viceland. Now I'm stealing Josh's joke.
But no, it wasn't my joke. It was someone on the internet's joke. But
yeah.
but it's hilarious. All the memes today, because she, you know, the episode was very directed at this Shangela versus Trixie thing and all the drama behind it. It was just a coincidence they had all that drama right when she's holding her fate in her hand. You know, it was just one of those episodes. Yeah. But surprise, surprise, she did not choose Trixie. They both chose Chi to go, which, what do you guys think about that? I think it was
completely correct, the right thing to do.
I think all
it was
6
too.
queens chose Chi.
Yeah. There's a lot of, you know, factors in why she probably chose Chi. Overall, she was performing the worst so far, and it was definitely Chi-Chi's time to go, but one could argue also that if she would have cut Trixie, the backlash from her fans online, the backlash from the audience, you know.
Ooh,
plus that's a valuable ally to have in the future, because she is playing the game, Shangela, you know. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out later with their dynamic now.
But that was a crazy episode. I will say, I'm glad that, you know, Chi-Chi took it on the chin and she just said, hey, I do deserve to go home, and bye, you know.
Took the high road about it, didn't write a bitter message, didn't throw shade. She said, you know, she went out humbly and with a big heart, and that's why I love her.
What did she write on the man? Girl, I get it.
Right?
Well, duh.
Finally.
She just wrote K, period.
K.
Bye, you. March 22nd, that's right, on my anniversary, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10.
10.
Motherfucking beat.
Back to back. It's pretty exciting for drag fans.
I haven't even heard too many chirps as far as like the queens, right?
I think I have a few people who I believe that are going to be on the cast.
Well, girl, you're on Reddit all day. So.
Yeah, you know me, girl.
But it's gonna be exciting.
It is. I'm excited. Eureka's back, and who knows who else. But we'll definitely we'll do a little first impressions again video when they finally announce what queens are gonna be.
We're gonna jump on that quick.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This episode was a little lackluster, but still amazing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the videos. Also, tell us what you think. Comment.
Yeah,
you know, let us know. Interact with us. You know, we always answer back. Till next time. Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.
We are the boys of Outspoken. We want to thank y'all for tuning in, bitch. Y'all keep watching. We don't know why, but you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I got a burp. Okay, let me start that one up. It just like very like left my snatch dry. What? Use it.
All right.
Add it in there. She never said it.
You know what? It could be that though. It could be that.
That's how editing works, baby.
You can just flip it around. Depending on what order I edited it, either one of you could have said it first. So I will decide who is the funniest of them all.
I'm a comment. I said that. Just let y'all know I said.
She knows what she's doing. That's all I'll say about Shangela. But
I feel like she knows what she's doing.
Is it really you do? Do you? Maybe?
She knows what she's doing. There's so much material she could have used.
I mean, there's so motherfucking much material she could have used. Maybe and Brian for Snatch Game.
I was gonna suggest that we all go with one of each other for this episode. We just didn't have time.
I just want to put like cheap tattoos all over my body. That's what I want to do. I mean,
one cheap tattoo, more expensive, and I regret it. Oh, girl.
What are you gonna do?
Don't make that stupid.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Not mama.
I was gonna have a nice talk with her this guy.
She's on Google now, baby.
World of Wonder hardly likes us as it is. We better not be threatening Rue's life.
They are watching it, it's true. I love RuPaul and World of Wonder.
Girl, what's this?
Well, I'm just, when you're wrong, you're wrong.
Oh, Trixie wasn't safe this episode?
I am not dying on my sword for Trixie right now, please. I don't care that much. Trust.
That's what her friends are right now. I'm like, girl, they're like, she slayed this episode. I'm like,
no.
I said it.
Right?
I don't fuck with you anyways anymore, bitch. If I wanted to be shady, I'd spill all your tea. Because, girl, you gave us a lot of tea and a lot of it about your personal friends.
It's true.
You know what you are, Crystal? Messy. If you're trying to get your future called Miss Cleo, I will tell it. Your future, that is, for a short fee of $9.99.
There you go. That accent went away real quick. Jennifer Lewis, the queen herself. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I love Jennifer. Hold on now.
I'm
Oh no.
sorry.
Was it no?
No, it's funny because yes.
I love her. She's a.
We're good.
Get her done. What happened to them?